How do we get the property tax rate? Well, normally we have a budget that we have to meet for our city or our county or our state, and we take that budget and we say, how are we going to meet that budget? We're going to divide it up among all the property owners. So if you own a ton of property, then you're going to pay more taxes than someone who owns a little bit of property. And we base it on the assessed value, and everybody pays a certain amount per dollar of assessed value. So let's use some numbers here. Let's say the budget for our county were $190 million. Let's say that's what it took to run the county for a year. I have no idea if that's close or not. And let's say that the total assessed value in the county were $3.4 billion. I'm deliberately making numbers that are bigger than most calculators' displays will hold. So I'll show you how you do that. So our budget is $190 million a year that we have to raise, and here's how much assessed value there is out there if you total everybody's assessed value on their property. Now we're going to divide the top number by the bottom. Well, even if these numbers were smaller, it's still a good idea to reduce that fraction before you punch it in, because whenever we punch in a whole bunch of zeros, it's very easy to punch too many or too few and not be able to tell how many we've punched in. So you want to reduce that fraction. In other words, knock as many zeros off, numerator and denominator, as you can. And now what we're left with is 19 divided by 340. And that's much easier to punch in and make fewer mistakes. So everybody punch in 19 divided by 340, and we want to express that as a decimal, and we want to round it to 4 decimal places, but somebody give me the next 4 or 5 digit. What comes after 0.0? 5, then 5, 8, then another 8. Okay, that's good enough, because we're always going to round it to 4 decimal places. So this looks like 0.0559. Does that look right to everybody? No?
Maybe I did it wrong. I've got 0.5588.
Yeah, no, that couldn't be 50%. This is not half of that.
Am I doing it right? Oh.